The mysterious death of Whitney Houston and what really happened. She was the voice of a generation. A global icon. A legend. But on February 11, 2012, the world was stunned when Whitney Houston was found dead in a Beverly Hills hotel bathtub. The official cause? Drowning, with drugs in her system. But was that really the full story? Tonight, we explore the mystery surrounding her tragic death, the events leading up to it, and the theories that still haunt this case more than a decade later. In the days leading up to her death, Whitney Houston was preparing for a comeback. She was in Los Angeles for the Grammy Awards, set to attend Clive Davis' pre-Grammy party. But those who saw her say something was off. She looked frail, exhausted, and anxious. Was she struggling with her past demons? Or was there something more sinister at play? Whitney was last seen publicly on February 9, 2012, at a pre-Grammy event. Witnesses reported seeing her looking disoriented, sweating profusely, and behaving erratically. At one point, she was seen with blood on her leg, leading some to speculate whether she had fallen or had been involved in some altercation. Her bodyguard, Ray Watson, later stated that Whitney had been acting paranoid in the days before her death. She believed someone was following her. Could she have been right? The night of her death on the evening of February 11, 2012, Whitney Houston was found submerged in the bathtub of her suite at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. The official report claimed she drowned accidentally, with heart disease and cocaine use being contributing factors. But things don't add up. Her assistant had left her alone for only a short period. When she returned, she found Whitney unresponsive. The paramedics were called, but it was too late. The room was in disarray, water had overflowed from the bathtub, items were scattered around. Some reports even suggested that a mysterious person had been in the room with her just minutes before she died. But who? And why? The autopsy and toxicology report. Whitney's toxicology report revealed a lethal combination of drugs, cocaine, marijuana, Xanax, Flexeril, and Benadryl. These drugs could have caused severe drowsiness, impaired judgment, and even unconsciousness. But there was something even more concerning. Her lungs showed signs of prolonged water inhalation. This suggests she didn't just slip underwater and drown quickly, she may have struggled. But if she was unconscious due to the drugs, how could she have struggled? Another strange detail, there were bruises on her arms and shoulders. Could this mean she was in a physical struggle before her death? And if so, with whom? Theory 1: Accidental overdose and drowning. The official ruling was an accidental drowning brought on by drug use. It's well known that Whitney struggled with addiction for years. Could this simply have been the tragic result of a relapse? But even if it was, why was she left alone with such dangerous substances? And why were her final hours so chaotic? Theory 2: A target of the music industry? Some believe Whitney Houston was a victim of the dark side of the music industry. There are theories that powerful figures did not want her to make a comeback. Was she silenced to prevent her from exposing secrets? Some conspiracy theorists suggest that her contract disputes and past conflicts with record executives made her a liability. Theory 3: The Bobby Brown connection. Whitney's relationship with Bobby Brown was tumultuous, to say the least. Though they were divorced at the time of her death, some believe that people connected to her ex-husband may have played a role. Could there have been lingering conflicts or threats that she was facing? The death of Bobby Christina, a disturbing parallel. 3 years after Whitney's death, tragedy struck again. Her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, was found unconscious in a bathtub under eerily similar circumstances. She remained in a coma for months before passing away. Nick Gordon, Bobby Christina's boyfriend, was later held legally responsible for her death in a civil case. Could there be a connection? Could Whitney's death and her daughter's death both be the result of foul play? The newest theories and what we know today. Recent investigations have shed new light on Whitney Houston's final moments. Some experts now believe that her death may have been the result of an orchestrated plan rather than an unfortunate accident. There are reports that Whitney was planning to reveal industry secrets. Could she have been silenced before she could do so? Additionally, some close to the case have pointed out that key witnesses were never fully investigated. Were there people in her hotel suite that night who knew more than they let on? Whitney Houston's death remains one of the most controversial tragedies in music history. Whether it was an accident, negligence, or something far darker, one thing is certain: there are still too many unanswered questions. Will we ever know the full truth? Or will the mystery of Whitney Houston's final moments remain unsolved forever? If you have any thoughts on this case, we'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay curious.